And moving on now to some more updates coming in. He will, in fact, possibly be brought back to the national capital on a transit remand. Remember Partha's secretary Sukanta, who has also now been detained in this entire scam case. The ED officials are also currently at Arpita Mukherjee's residence, where those 21 crores in cash, jewels worth over 50 lakhs, were seized. That counting, it seems like, still on, even as more seizures are possibly likely to be made. Meanwhile, we have seen how the BJP has now linked Mamta Banerjee to her own mantri, that is Partha Chatterjee. The BJP has also now come out and tweeted a video of Mamta Banerjee praising Arpita Mukherjee in the past as well. These are the political developments as far as his arrests are concerned. My colleague Tamal also now joins us live on this broadcast. Yes, Tamal, we have been getting in those confrontational videos of how Partha Chatterjee was confronted. He did not say much. He says he's not aware. What more are you picking up as far as the investigation is concerned? Tamal, if you can hear me, take our viewers to what exactly is happening currently, even as he has been arrested, now taken for a medical examination and likely to be presented in front of the court as well.
Well, that's right. In fact, Partha Chatterjee has now been brought to this court, Bangshal court, and the production would happen. Now, the medical examination has happened. The medical examination, as the previous convention has been of a state government hospital, well, it did not happen this time. It was ESI Medical College in Joka, which comes under Government of India. It was a thorough medical examination, and a thorough medical examination also involved ECG and X-ray, and of course, other parameters were checked before he has been brought to the court. Now, while he was being brought to the court, I did have an opportunity to speak to him. I did ask him as whether he has any idea about the money. So far, that the ED's investigation has happened in the in the entire scam that has led to the arrest of Partha Chatterjee. But before the arrest of Partha Chatterjee, we also know that 20 crores were recovered overall, which now stands to 21 crores. 21 crores and more than that have been recovered from the house of Arpita Mukherjee. Who is Arpita Mukherjee? Arpita Mukherjee is a close associate of Partha Chatterjee, as being claimed by Enforcement Directorate. And that was my first question to Partha Chatterjee, as do you know who Arpita Mukherjee is? To which he absolutely said, yes, I know Arpita Mukherjee. The second question that I asked him, now that the money has been recovered, do you have any idea about the money? He said, I have no idea about the money. I did ask him about the scam. Did he have any knowledge about the scam? Obviously, he said that he has got no idea about the scam, and that entire sequence is there with Times Network. But
absolutely,
then,
and as you have been explaining to us that entire conversation that you tried to have with Partha Chatterjee, we listen in to what exactly happened in that moment when you questioned him back to back and he did not say much. Listen, take a look.
Sir, what about the money, sir? What about the money? What about the, do you any idea about the money, sir? Any idea about the money? Sir, did you, Arpita Mukherjee's house, the money has been found, sir. The money which has been found from Arpita Mukherjee's house. Sir, did you know Arpita Mukherjee? Did you know Arpita Mukherjee? Did you know Arpita Mukherjee, sir? Huh? Did you know him? Okay, but what about the 20 crore? What about the 20 crore which has been found? Sir, did you know about this scam? Could you speak to the Chief Minister?
I am not provided with mobile.
Have you made any admission? Have you made any admission, sir? Have you made any admission? No.
Shortly from now, we're expecting that court briefing to also begin, but we just saw how he was confronted on multiple occasions by you. You asked those pertinent questions as well. Take our viewers to what exactly happened there.
Well, absolutely. You know, the production of Partha Chatterjee is extremely significant for everyone to understand as what Enforcement Directorate has so far found against him. Mind it, he is a sitting minister. Mind it, Enforcement Directorate had taken suo motu cognizance of the entire alleged scam on the basis of 4 FIRs which have been registered by CBI. Mind it, CBI had been given the entire responsibility by Calcutta High Court to probe the alleged SSC scam. But then Enforcement Directorate, realizing if this is corruption allegedly involving money, it can also involve money laundering, and thus it was a suo motu cognizance, suo motu complaint that they have taken on the basis of the 4 FIRs which have been registered by CBI so far. And on the first day of the crackdown, 13 places were raided by Enforcement Directorate that also included the house of Partha Chatterjee. Partha Chatterjee was the former education minister. He was the education minister back in 2019 when the alleged scam happened. He's a sitting minister in Mamata Banerjee's cabinet. Also, the house of Arpita Mukherjee was raided. From where? 21 crore rupees liquid cash. If we go by what Enforcement Directorate is saying, 21 crores of liquid money has been recovered. Nobody keeps so much of money at home. Why would somebody keep a stash of so much of money? And also, very importantly, 22 mobile phones with 22 different SIM cards. So it in a way indicates a covert operation. Whether Partha Chatterjee is directly involved with it, something we have to wait and see, as what is the argument of Enforcement Directorate as they seek the custody for further investigation, what all they have found, because you have to understand one can get arrested if you are not cooperating with the investigation, or if there is complacency, or if you're trying to hide something, or if you knew something, did not stop it. So at what level the arrest was necessitated, something that can be confirmed by Enforcement Directorate when the production happens.
All right,
shortly.
continue to be with us, Tamal, because this is not just about the investigation anymore. There is a political war of words that is currently underway on Twitter. Meanwhile, BJP has tweeted out an old video of Mamata Banerjee where she can be seen sharing stage with Arpita Mukherjee and praising her. We'll first listen into that entire sequence that has been tweeted out by BJP's Amit Malviya.
আমি অর্পিতা উড়িষ্যায় চিন্তা করো তুমি শুনলাম উড়িষ্যায় কাজ করো আচ্ছা আচ্ছা ভালো করে করো উড়িষ্যা করতে উড়িয়া বলতে পারো ভালো করে কেমতি আছন্তি এই সমস্ত ভালোই চলবে সুতরাং উড়িষ্যায়ও কাজ করে বাংলারই মেয়ে পার্থ চট্টোপাধ্যায় তো আমি আগেই বলেছি ঋতুপর্ণা আমি আগেরবারও দেখেছি ও এসেছিল এখানে ও ববিদের ওখানেও যায়.
All right, going back to Tamal once again. So, Tamal, we just played out that video tweeted out by Amit Malviya, and he also says, and I quote, not too long ago, Mamata Banerjee from an open platform praised Partha Chatterjee's close aide from whose residential premises ED has seized a small sum, he says sarcastically, of 20 crore rupees. He also goes on to, in a way, blame, stating that Mamata knew of her and the good work, in inverted commas, that she was doing. So, this is the war of words that we are witnessing, and tweet wars coming in between TMC and BJP.
Well, absolutely. You are absolutely right. There is a political war of words which has now started between Trinamool Congress and BJP. Important to note and mention, Trinamool Congress has not really come out in clear defense of Partha Chatterjee. They are more or less, squarely putting the responsibility on Partha Chatterjee to prove his innocence. They are saying if one individual has done something wrong, it is incumbent on the individual to prove his or her innocence and prove the innocence. But then, as far as Trinamool Congress as a political party is concerned, they are saying that they are no way involved with the money which has been recovered, and they are not involved with the scam. That's the stated position of Trinamool Congress. But the political fight which has now erupted between Trinamool Congress and BJP also now has dragged in Mamata Banerjee, the state chief minister. How? We have Amit Malviya, the BJP IT cell chief and also in charge of West Bengal, along with leader of opposition from the state of West Bengal, Shubhendu Adhikari, have tweeted this small video clip, which is from 2019. Now, the premise of that video is that it was Durga Puja inauguration. Partha Chatterjee organizes Nattola Durga Puja, which is very famous in Kolkata. Right. On the inauguration day, Arpita Mukherjee was there on the stage. Partha Chatterjee was seated next to her, and Mamata Banerjee was speaking. Also, acknowledged the presence of
coming in, and we'll keep a close watch on those developments from outside the court. For now, thank you for getting us that update. But we also have a first response coming in from the centre as far as Partha Chatterjee's arrest is concerned. This is Union Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia hitting out at Mamata Sarkar. Listen in.
केंद्र सरकार ने हर क्षेत्र में एक नई कीर्तिमान स्थापित की विकास की और प्रगति की प्रधानमंत्री जी नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में आज भारत की मान्यता विश्व पटल पर उजागर हो रही है। और ये इस बात का प्रमाण है कि बंगाल में किस तरीके से जनता के पैसे को भ्रष्टाचार की बलि चढ़ाई जा रही है, ये स्वयं जनता पूर्ण रूप से जानेगी, इसका मुझे पूरा विश्वास है। थैंक यू।
यह बहुत ही दुर्भाग्यजनक घटना है जो बंगाल शिक्षा के बारे में अपने आप में देश को प्रेरित करता था। शिक्षा मंत्री को हाईकोर्ट को ऑर्डर करना पड़ता है, सामान्य नौजवानों की आपत्ति पे सीबीआई इंक्वायरी हो, इंक्वायरी के माध्यम से उनके घर से 21 करोड़ रुपया की नगद मिलता है, वो गिरफ्तार होते हैं, मंत्री पद में वो हैं। यही बंगाल की आज की स्थिति को दर्शाती है। ये बहुत ही गंभीर बात है। कहां ले जाना चाहता है यहां का सरकार बंगाल की नौजवानों को, उनकी रोजगार को, उनकी चाकरी को,